We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Houston Texans. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Going up top for Miller. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't. But also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stroud off the play fake. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play action. Stroud now. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now 3rd and 6. Shot here on the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. We're trying to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. On this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all in the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Herbert off of play action. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. 1st and 10. It's Stroud. Being chased out left. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Texans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. The throwing again is Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Dragon 60.
Here's Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here. They get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately, he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will find his man on the outside. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And they'll throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone to throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Shifts by him. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion here. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Flushed out right. A dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. Chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And now the third down for incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
18 Cardinal.
Beckham will go in motion right. On second down, it's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Stroud off the play fake. And he rifles one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Stroud on third down now. That is caught. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to air one out. that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, and it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Herbert now. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Herbert going to change the play here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
That's a game that makes it 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he is going to have a Texans first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Rolling to his left. He wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Play action. Stroud now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Charger drive about to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum and moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down.
On Herbert, his third interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
I feel so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. The Texans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud looking to change the play. Going for it with Pierce. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Pierce now up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Garrett Stills puts it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pierce gets this one running right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and making it the 5. They're able to get the ball 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Texans will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He completes it to Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Stroud now to throw. Steps away. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
Brandon, they still have the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there at 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Come on, focus, boys, focus! We're gonna do it! We got this!
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So Houston